There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life, dripping all the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's got Watkins on the out route, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally, and then you change your game plan.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Mahomes to throw once more. It is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. To throw, it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Zadarius Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
4 down, 4 down. Here we go now. 3.
Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down again. Zadarius Smith in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. Right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Collins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to get him for a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Anthony Hitchens coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Rolling to his right. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And out of bounds right around the 20. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Left. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Z.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And his kick is good. Butker now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, look at 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Allen Bailey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jackson to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. He's got a man, complete. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the ground with their leading rusher from a season ago, it's Alex Collins. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy. Gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed-out position because he creates mismatches with his size, but slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route-running savvy.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Mahomes now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Chris Conley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 75 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jackson now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, trying to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He's got his man. It's Andrews. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys...
This is caught inside the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
And that is incomplete here. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Butker now to kick this one away. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him with contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helps him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
No, check, Patriots!
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He uncorks it for Snead. It's caught inside the 25. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. An even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Reggie Ragland in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now look at 56.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go now.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Ace, ace. Z.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though he threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now it's Mahomes again. And he checks this one down to Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left, finding some room at midfield, and he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
All right, now look at 56.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 yards on the pickup. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Chiefs, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile for Baltimore, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Check it for me in the DMs, getting for me. I ain't even took the dollar out my pocket and the still shaking for me. And I'm frosted like Tony in the club with the owner. I can walk on water, pop it. When you on top, go hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you, that what they supposed to do, I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. 30, I might go around the two, stacking up, I love how my money count on move. With attitude, I got a attitude, and I dropped out of school. I'm going up, check my vertical. Man, I'm breaking every rule. TMZ harassing me, I got a camera crew. I'm addicted to shopping, so everything brand new. I'm friends with the jeweler, my diamonds like Shamu. Hey, she like she applying shampoo. Pretty face, she got a look. Keep a few racks on me. I used to work in the factory. Been hating it, never bother me. I make they follow me. Teacher said that I'm a prodigy. When I'm shopping, I don't care what it's costing me. 10 bands, really, that ain't a lot to me. Turn up my swag to infinity. I leveled up on these. Yeah, I leveled up. I bezeled up on these. Yeah, I bezeled up. I ain't got time for no negative energy. I'm on a winning streak. I'm on a spree. The devil be doing the most, but he don't ever get to me. Bring out the Brinks truck. I'm young, flying ice up. 100-yard dash. I had to run my price up. Boss your life up. I had to boss mine up. $10,000 outfit, $100 up. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof. Hey, when you on top, go hate on you. That what they supposed to do. I don't know how to lose. I think the Rari go faster without the roof.
No introduction really necessary. Get the message like a secretary. Boy, I'm legendary. When I'm dead and buried, still be kicking flavor in the cemetery. Trap music originator. Fresh off of my hiatus. Yelling you to all my haters. They skywalk, I'm Darth Vader. Promise I don't give a about a little mouth 20 red till a million need out. Yep, like in the Kango Anna. New Cadillac with an all-go hammer. Long as I remember out of Atlanta. I can give a about a dog. Used to getting things from a text. So I can't set numbers in the hood. Do what I say, do.